Good morning. Today I'm going to show you how to type your resume. And you have a guide that should have been included in your folder either when you came in or as it would have been sent home in your folder. So it should say resume typing guide and it should have resume instructions. Now these instructions are for Microsoft Word. We are going to try to include some instructions if you don't have Word to get you into Google, but these specifically will be if you have Microsoft Word, how to do it. So you're going to want to pull out this worksheet. It's going to walk you through exactly what to do and as to how to type your resume, how to type your cover letter, and how to type your achievement list. This is going to be your guide moving through this. So on step one, we're going to talk about your resume first. It says to go into Microsoft Word. So you're going to want to pull up a blank document in Microsoft Word. Okay? Once you're in the blank document, you're going to want to go to File and New, and you will see Search for Online Templates up here. This is where you can type in resume, and it will pull up dozens of forms that you can choose from. There are all kinds of different styles, if you have someone that you really like or one that you don't like. Not all of them are great. Some of them are okay. So you really want to be picky about what you choose so that it makes sense. The one that I prefer, that I like the very best, is one called the Elegant Resume. So if you type in Elegant Resume, it will pull this up for you, and this is the one that I like. It actually says Sales Manager Resume, but when you type in Elegant Resume, it will pull it up. You can then click on that template and it opens it up for you. If you notice, everything is already set up. This is a beautiful thing. So you can go in and type your name, and all of these will change. So you have a rough draft where you have your own headings. If you don't have these, or in this order, if you're like, I don't really have a skills and abilities section, we can just get rid of it, right? If you're like, I don't really have experience, I have skills, we can change this to skills. Everyone should have a section of education, which you can do, and this is so easy, so you can go in and you can fill out Berever High School. Now notice how that didn't make that very pretty. We can actually space that out so that we can center it a little bit. And we can go Garland, Utah. We want to spell it all out. Remember, no abbreviations. Our dates, we would do 2018 or 17 to 2020. And your degree, you're going to put graduate in June 2020. This is where you can say earned a 3.5 GPA or completed a robotics course, whatever you want to put underneath here. If you have Bridgerland as well, or another one, we can actually take this, we can copy it, and we can come down. We want to get down where we want it to be, and we can hit right click and paste, and see how I now have two sections. So if I did that, I might want to make this one Bridgerland. Bridgerland Applied Community College. So you could do all sorts of stuff up there. With that, we do want to space that out so it's at the end, and then you could change all of this. So you can copy, paste. You want to make this your own. These don't have bullets. We definitely want bullets on everything, so if you want to copy and paste the bullets down below. If you add bullets, make sure they are the same bullets and not different bullets than what you had. Don't fill this in just because it's there. Make it fit you. I'm going to show you really quickly an example here. This was my son's resume, work resume that we put together for him. Your name would be across the top. If you notice on his, he actually only has 2 different sets, and that's all he's got. He has his education and he has his experience. All of you will have at least a job objective at the top. Make sure you have your objective to obtain a position of at so-and-so for so-and-so or whatever. But like for him, he has just his work experience and then he has his education, and that's all he's got. When you look at this, if it's current, present, then your verb should be present. Pack customers' belongings into boxes, lift and organize. And then here we have past tense, Doug. I own right now, but as a lifeguard, I checked and watched. So we have current and we have past tense on those. So you don't necessarily have to have a lot of things. You can eliminate those as you go. Let's go back into this resume template. So again, we're looking at your instructions. You clicked on the template that you wanted. You filled in your basic information like your name, phone number, etc. Change the headings to match your rough draft. You can copy and paste to add or delete your sections. Make the template match what you have created and don't try to make you fit the template. I have so many students that will say to me, but Mrs. Hewlett, why does it say communications? I don't know what to put under there. Well, don't make it put. That's why you have your rough draft. You want to put down the headings that you have on your rough draft. Change them to fit you. Make sure that when you're done, your resume is that full page completed. You can add references at the bottom if you have to, if you're short. But for the most part, see if you can add a few more skills. Skills are definitely going to make you look better than just filling in with other things. So you can copy and paste the information into a blank document to spell check. Oh, this is the other issue that we have with the spell check. Let me show you. So if we go into this, you can do this. You can go to review and spelling and grammar, and see this, it will do it. But you actually have to highlight it. If you notice, it didn't even go red in here. When it is in this format, it will not tell me. And of course, we're going to ignore Bridgerland because we know it's spelled correctly. But, oh, look, see robotics on purpose. There we go. Robotics needs to be changed. Okay? But make sure that you actually highlight the entire thing and then do a spell check, because it won't show you automatically like it does in other things. It won't go red or and so on. Okay? Let's see. So you must do a spelling and grammar check. Your qualifications should match your objective. That's going to be a big one when I look at this. If you say you're going for a position as a welder, how do you prove to me that you're qualified to be a welder? Or how do you show me that your qualifications match the job that you're going for? So try to do that as you go through. No I's anywhere. They should all start with action words, and you have that action word selection. No periods at the end of your bulleted statements. If you look down here where it says completed a robotics course, you don't see a period. There's no periods because we don't have full sentences. So make sure you don't have periods at the end of those. All words should be spelled out. There shouldn't be any contractions like can't or won't or didn't. It should be did not or cannot or will not. And then you can save to your desktop when you're finished. So that is how you are going to complete your resume. Okay? Let me show you for just a minute what we do if you're going to do your cover letter. So we go into new just like before, and you can type in cover letter. It will pull up tons of different templates for you. Again, you're going to be typing it the same way that you wrote it when we did our other thing. So that's really important. You can go scroll through these and kind of choose one. The simpler the better. I really like just this cover letter blue, which is really simple and it follows our format nicely. So if you go into this, you can see that, again, you just type your name at the top. And I don't know if you can even see that, but really simple. You fill in your address, city, zip. This is their address, city, zip. And you fill that in. If you don't know their title, you can just take it out, and that's fine. You don't have to have that there. Then you'll have your 3 different paragraphs, and then you're going to actually sign your letter. So you're just going to fill it in exactly the way it is. It formats it for you. It's beautiful. You can just start typing away. There's my paragraph 1. There's my paragraph 2. There's my paragraph 3. There's my paragraph 4. Don't have it go over one page if you've written too much. You can always simplify that if you need to. Have an actual name of the person and their company, address, city, state, and zip. And this is your address up top. So that will get you through your cover letter. Now, so it says for cover letter instructions, it walks you through that again. Type in cover letter. At the bottom, type your name. Super easy stuff. The instructions, again, are on your sheet. Then we go down to achievement list. There are no templates for this one. So you can open up a blank document if you want, or even what I like to do is, like, once I have this done and I have it saved, you can actually keep this the same if you would like as the cover letter, and that way you still have your name at the top and your address, and then I can just type achievement list, and I can center it, right? And then I come down here, and so once that, then you're going to bold and center your headings. And so if I had school achievements, oh my goodness, then we would do that. And then you would just start to type those. And you'd have your dates, so maybe 2020, and then your next thing, and 2019. Or whatever, and then you just continue to go that way. And then if you have a new heading, you could come down here and do the new heading and continue all the way through. Notice there are no bullets. There's nothing crazy about this. I can bold this if I'd like, just so that it makes it stand out just a little bit more, but we want to make sure it's labeled as achievement list, that we have this list. We want it to be at least a half of a page. No eyes in here, but we do want to explain everything. No larger than a 12-point font. Don't make this crazy big, okay? That's really important too, is that it just is nice and simple, and a minimum of half page. So it will walk you through it. There's no template for this one. So if you go in and do File New and look for Achievement List, you're not going to find anything. So make sure that you're just following this, but you can use just the heading like I have on this one. So that is what you're going to do. The instructions, again, are on your resume typing guide that you have been given, and it walks you through everything that I have just shown you step by step. So if you will just follow along with this, I promise you, you'll be able to do it. If you have any questions, let me know. If you would really like to use Microsoft Word, but you don't have it, we can probably arrange for a time for you to come in and use our computers in the school, and I can even meet you in there so that we can get that done. And we'll get all 3 of these typed up and submitted. So, all right. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks, guys.